The house is quiet. Sugar comes down the stairs holding two books. She has just put her children to bed and is tired. She passes a basket of laundry on the couch, turns off a lamp, gathers dirty plates and cups, takes them to the kitchen. While doing dishes, she checks email.
Hi. It's been a while since we met at that writers' conference. I hope you're doing well and writing. So for the last year, I have been hiding behind a computer screen, anonymously giving out advice in the online column called Dear Sugar. Now, I know you read the column because it's received exactly one fan letter. Yours. To be honest, I don't have a passion for the gig. And as you know, I admire your work. So I'm brazenly emailing you with a job offer. Do you want to take over the column? I mean, do you want to be Sugar?
Hello, and thank you for your strange offer. Dear Sugar, I'm trying to finish a book.
I'm jealous of other people's success, even if I like them. When my friends get good news, I put on a smile, but I'm really thinking, why not me?
Dear Sugar,
My husband is an artist.
I want to make friends. And my dad's advice is just be yourself. But it's not that easy. It's not easy when you're in 8th grade in a new school. Everyone already knows their group. Everyone already knows who they're going to pair up with in science class. And I'm stuck with this antisocial kid who picks his nose.
Dear Sugar,
We have 2 kids and 10 mountains of debt.
I get seasick and I have a boat trip coming up with my boss. He doesn't like me. He really doesn't like me. And I don't want to go on this trip. I want to call in sick before I get on that boat and barf. What's your advice?
Dear Sugar,
I can't take on.
my question is about love.
Dear Sugar, I'm middle-aged, married, and crushing on a friend. And it's full blown, just like in high school. You know, sweaty palms, distracted, giddy, the whole shebang. If we met at a different time, we'd probably be together. We really like each other. We really like each other. Now the question isn't what should I do? I mean, I'm pretty clear I should behave. And I want to behave. I really want to. But what should I do? Signed. Crushed.
Dear Crush, well, that's practically every middle-aged married person. X is married to Y but wants to fuck Z. Because Z is new and is like a motorcycle with no one on it. Dazzling. Going nowhere. Signed, Sugar.
Dear Sugar, the thought of staying in my marriage makes me feel panicky and claustrophobic. My wife and I have some things in common, but I don't think that those are enough. I find myself fantasizing about dating other people, and I'm afraid that I'll get even more bored as time goes on. I'm also afraid that there's no one out there better for me, and maybe I should just be grateful for what I already have.
Dear Sugar, I want to leave my marriage, but I don't want to embarrass her. Actually, I'm terrified of hurting her. She's been so good to me, and I consider her as my best friend, but I think I love her, but I'm not in love with her.
Dear Sugar, I feel trapped and like I'm hiding the real me. I don't blame him for my discontent, but I never wanted to get married, and now I don't know how to stop the charade. I want out, but how?
Signed, afraid to leave.
Signed, I can't do this.
Signed, how can I hurt him?
all of us who want to please. There was nothing wrong with my first husband. He wasn't perfect, but he was pretty close. There was in me this awful thing from almost the very beginning. A small, clear voice that would not, no matter what I did, would not stop saying, go. Go. Because even though you love him, go. Even though he's kind and he's faithful and dear to you, go. Even though he's your best friend and you're his, go. Even though your friends will be disappointed or surprised or pissed off, or all three, go. Even though you once said you would stay, go. Even though you're afraid of being alone, go. Even though there is nowhere to go, go. Because you want to. Because wanting to leave is enough. When it came to my first marriage, I tried to be good, or I tried to be bad. I was sad and scared and so self-destructive. I finally cheated on my husband because I didn't have the guts to tell him I wanted out. We all know when we need to, want to, must go. I only ask, will he do it later? Or will he do it now? Signed, Sugar.
Dear Sugar, we still don't know who you are. And seriously, who the hell do you think you are? This week you're telling people to leave their marriages? Last week it was the opposite. Last week you said don't have an affair. You said don't be X fucking Z or else you'll turn into a motorcycle? What are you trying to make us do? Sign, not buying it.
Dear not buying it. My goal isn't to make anyone do anything. I'm offering advice based on my personal experiences.
Oh, wow! Did you just make this about you?
Are you a therapist?
No.
Are you in therapy?
Are you even qualified for this gig?
Dear Sugar, your advice is all over the place. How can you suggest in one column that we stick to convention and then in the very next one say that we gotta be bold? Make up your mind. Whatever. Why am I trying to figure out who you are? Do you even know who you are? Make a choice. Pick a lane. Sign. Still not buying it.
Dear still not buying. Years ago, I was at a cafe with a man I now call my husband. We had only been lovers for a month, but we were already in deep. Thick in the throng of the you tell me everything and I'll tell you everything because I love you so madly stage. On this day, I was telling him about my divorce. He stopped me. He said,
Don't get me wrong. I want to hear everything about your life. But I want you to know you don't need to say all of this just to get me to love you. You don't have to be perfect for me.
I didn't have to be broken for him, even though parts of me were. I realized I could be every piece of myself. things were valid. And yet, contradictions of each other were the unification of the ancient and the future parts of me. And within that moment, I was open. I was there. Now, I will be open with you. I will be bare. I will show you my brokenness and my strengths. And I will do my very best to offer you my best, tough, sweet, and even occasionally contradicting advice. I don't know if my unorthodox approach is wrong or right. Sure, advice columnists are supposed to position themselves as the ones who know. I am not that person. I am the one who doesn't know, but who will work really, really hard to see what I can find. This is who I am.
As you know, it's anonymous, so there's no credit. And the bonus is, there's no pay. So, you win?
Yeah. I'm in.
Dear Sugar, signed, confused,
Stuck.
Orphan.
Lytel.
curious.
Sexy Santa.
Gump.
WTF.
What is too much, too much?
Thief.
Living dead